Aloha. In this video, we're going to write a Python program to do this Count Vowels and Consonants program. So here on my screen, we see the assignment. Write a program that prompts the user to enter a string and displays the number of vowels and consonants in the string. There are a couple of versions of this assignment. In this one here, the same vowels or consonants are only counted once. The letters are case insensitive. That means a lowercase a is the same as an uppercase a. And it tells us what the vowels are. And don't pay too much attention to this O of one time. It's like in most of these that we see, the only way that you would do it is the way that they're asking anyway. So the book does a pretty good job of explaining the concept. And so a sample run looks like this. Enter a string, and you type in a string. Programming is fun, and it displays out, in this example, 4 vowels, the O, the A, the I, and the U, and 7 consonants. And so if you count the consonants, it's 7. In this other version, it's worded differently, consonants and vowels. It's the same program except for you count vowels. You count as many as there are. In other words, you don't have this rule where the same vowels are counted only once. In this particular version of the assignment, you just count the number of vowels. This one has 5 vowels because there's an E, there's another E, there's another E, there's an O, and there's another E, 5, and six consonants. So I'm going to start by writing this one here, and then I'm just going to, once that works, I'm going to go in and put in the little check in there to keep track if a vowel or a consonant or a particular letter has already been entered, has already been seen. So, and I'm going to use Visual Studio. So I've installed Visual Studio. I've installed all the Python options, and I'm going to create a new project here. And I'm going to Python, Windows, and I don't know what these other tests are. Maybe I'll try. Should I try? I'm just going to try this. And I'm going to put it on my desktop, and I think I'm going to call this one Count Consonants and Vowels. Great. All right, this is how mine opened up. It probably has to do with how I left it. Let's see, I happen to have the Solution Explorer on the left. And that's just because how I have it configured. The default way to have it configured has it on the right. The Server Explorer over here is the default way to have it configured is it's on the left. It doesn't matter. We're not going to use either of these really. This is just going to be one file program. So I'm going to have the whole space be the program here. All right. So we're going to start out. We ask for a string. And as the string, we ask for a string, and then we split the string up so we can look at one letter at a time. And as we process each letter as we go along, we're going to keep count of things. We're going to keep count of vowels, and we're going to keep count of not vowels. And in this assignment here, where letters are only counted once, we keep track of that. We don't need to keep track of that in this version of the assignment. So let's start by asking for the string. I'm going to call the string S equals input, enter a string. And then let me have the variables that I'm going to use to keep track of vowels and keep track of consonants. Okay, and I'm going to use this little clue here that they give you. You can store the vowels in a A-E-I-O-U as a set, and you can to figure out if something is in a set, it's O of 1. So let's create this set, and I'm going to call the set vowels equals, and so it's going to be an A, an E, an I, an O, a U. All right, and so knowing that, so we have this string. It came in as S, and it turns out that you can just loop through each character in the string. We're going to start from the beginning, go to the end. For each character in S, if character is in vowels, then count vowels, increment that by 1. Otherwise, hold it. We got to do some is alpha business here. We need to do, how do we need to consider uppercase, lowercase, don't we? Oh, we took care of that up here. We do this, upper. So this makes the whole string coming in uppercase. So all the letters are uppercase. All right, that's good. So if that's in that, then increment that. Else, we want to ignore spaces, so we're going to use this method is alpha. Alpha is alpha. If it's alpha, then we want to count consonants. Increment that by 1. Now what's the problem here? Is, no, not is. We don't have the word is. That's what it is. There we go. Increment the consonant counter. All right, so that's all we do, and it's going to go till the end, and at the end we can simply print the number of vowels is, and we just display out count vowels, and the number of consonants is, count consonants. All right, so that looks nice. Let's run it. Click start. And this appears. and it says enter a string. So I'm going to enter, we have just done this particular assignment, so I'm going to enter we the people. We the people. Uh, Count vowels is not defined. Count vowels. Let's see. All right, well, let's fix that. Stop. Oh, jeez, just one little thing. All right, here we go. Boom, here we are. We the people. Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. If I should. Okay, so did I do that twice? I don't get it. How did that happen? The number of vowels and the number of consonants is 6. All right. So that is the answer to this assignment here. If it's project 14-1, you just got to count up the vowels and the consonants. But if you can only count each of them once, then what I would do is I'm going to add an array. I'm going to add an array, and I'm going to call it scene. And I'm going to initialize it as an empty array. And whenever I see a character, I'm going to record that I've seen that character. So I'm going to say scene of this character is equal to 1. Okay? Now, and then if I've already seen the character, when I loop, if I've already seen the character, I'm going to skip it because I've already counted it. Whether it's a vowel or a consonant, I've already counted it. So right here, I'm going to put if character is not in scene, then do this. I wonder why unexpected token. Maybe it's because I got to do this. I'm going to see what happens if I just run this. Okay, what does it say here? Doesn't like that. Okay. All right, let's try this. Programming is fun. All right. All right. Let's see. We need to close this. And the problem is that to declare a set, I want to use this as a set, and so I got to put something in there. I'm just going to put nothing in there, a space. And now this add method should work. And so now when I start this, I can enter programming is fun. And the number of vowels is 4, and the number of consonants is 7. All right, so that's how you do both of these problems. And so let's see, for this one, you can paste your code below, which would just be this code here. And for this problem, you had to use Visual Studio. So that's why I did this in Visual Studio. You save everything. Oh, by the way, you would not have this. If true, or no, or how do you say or? Or never mind. For this particular problem, you need to count them all, so you need to get rid of this and get rid of this and get rid of this, and you can bring these back. 1 and confirm this will work. We the people. We the people. 5 and 6. All right, so we close this out. Make sure we save everything. Save all. Close the solution. Don't need to do anything, but you need to submit the solution file. So go back to here. Oops. And let's see, I believe this is my solution. This is the Visual Studio folder, and I would double click on this SLN file there. So close the folder. I want you to zip it, send to compressed. So now we have a zip file someplace right here. And so that is what you would submit. Let's go to the desktop, and it is the consonant and vowel zip file. Open. There it is, and you would submit. All right. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.